Crystal Ashes, I think, was the next one. Let me know if I missed anybody. And I'll come back to Michael Scombati's and Eldridge fans at the end. Feels good to hope again. What on earth is hopeful about this garbage film? Exactly. Just watch Superman 78 or any of the good animated films. Yeah, I'll never understand. What is this nonsense idea that I haven't been able to hope? I haven't been able to hope, but now I can hope again. I have watched Superman 78 so many times. In fact, I'm going to watch, I still have not seen this, but the Superman Redeemed. This is a fan edit. You can download it online for free. But they took Superman 3 and 4, which we all know had a lot of issues, but there's a lot of good stuff in it too. And some fans edited them together as one movie, try and make like a thorough narrative. I haven't watched it yet, so I don't know if it's good or not, but everybody's been telling me it's really quite good. So I'll tell you about that in a bit. The many ways that they've emasculated Superman here, okay? And again, forget about this false dichotomy of, he's saying bad things about James Gunn's Superman, so he must be on the side of Zack Snyder's Superman. Are you kidding me? Do you know me? Have you been here at all for any length of time? James Gunn didn't have a masculine Superman at all. James Gunn also had a very wussy Superman. That whole bit about the trucker's mean to me, so instead of standing up to him like a man, whether he uses his powers or not, he's going to go outside and pitch a little hissy fit and wrap his whole tractor and trailer around a tree. Screw that guy's livelihood. I know he's a bully and he deserved to be stand up against, but no, you don't do that. These are not manly things. Manly things are, a man would handle that in person, face to face, would accept the conflict and resolve the issue. Again, remember, sheepdog, not wolf and not sheep, sheepdog. We're going to stand their ground. We're going to stand up for these boundaries. This Superman cries at every step of the way he can. He goes off on Lois. The very first time him and Lois are talking, having their little like mock interview, he gets all emotional. He's like, people are dying. I had to go stop it. Screw you. How does anybody take this guy seriously? I do not understand it. To heck with you. No. And then he gets beat up every turn, way of the turn. He has to be saved. In so many predicaments, he has to be saved. What is super about this Superman? Yeah, but he saved people. He saved people and he believes in saving people. That's not enough. That's not enough, okay? There are a bunch of great characters out there who do that. Why should I accept this character who saves people and thinks people why should I accept him as Superman? If you think that's all you need, and that's like people are so starved for new content. So those who are starved for new content, who've got some semblance of logic and common sense, who at least know to turn away from somebody like Zack Snyder's Superman, who doesn't give a crap about saving anybody. They've got, as long as you just give us this much, then we can go see the movies again. Then we can go and, oh, yay, everything's fine now. We're back to normal. The movie ends. I mean, some of you who haven't seen it, maybe you don't know about this, but Supergirl shows up at the end, obviously, right? She shows up drunk because this is who Supergirl is. Like, what movies are common? You've been reading the new modern comics, right? But not the real deal Supergirl, not the true iconic Supergirl. She shows up drunk, and Superman says, oh, yeah, she likes to go to the planets with red suns so that she can get inebriated, She shows up drunk. She takes away Crypto because apparently he's her dog now, not his. Stupid thing from Stupid Comics 2. And as she's walking away, she's like, later, bitch. Calls Superman that and walks away. Yeah, take your children to this, guys. Take your children to this. This is how heroes act. This is how heroes treat each other. I don't care. But then the Supergirl movie is going to be about her finding responsibility and taking. I don't care. These characters are above that crap. To say nothing of all the little James Gunn isms and all of the little, Marvel-esque banter and all of the crap that he's tried to push into this movie. And it would have been a whole lot more, but Warner Brothers tried to scale back on it because they got scared. They tried to scale back as much as they could until the end. This is a very political movie. Warner Brothers tried to scale back on that too, but it's there. People who are trying to pretend that it's no big deal are acknowledging that it's there and going, but it's not a big deal. It's not in your face. Again, how does this make a movie? It's not that woke. It's really not. It's not woke. That's all you need to watch a movie, is that it's not woke. This movie is woke, but that it's not that woke or whatever. Everybody with a brain can see what this movie is and knows what it sees it for what it's for. I'm blanking on his name right now, but the actor who played Non, I just saw an article released earlier. I haven't read the article yet, but he's what did the headline say? Let me find it here because I posted it but I haven't seen it yet. I just posted this. I can come back later. Original Superman star Jack O'Halloran. I can never know if I'm pronouncing his last name right, but the guy who played Non called for the franchise to help revive the all-American way, differing from new Superman director James Gunn's immigrant focused interpretation. Yeah, it's truth, justice, and the American way. Stop trying to play politics. Stop trying to, and see, James Gunn knew what he was doing. He wrote this movie. They basically shot this movie long before Trump won the election. Trump won the election. There's this massive wave of anti-wokeness going on. You better believe somebody at Warner Brothers and James Gunn himself probably had an oh crap moment, and they tried to dial back what they could, and they're trying to just kind of float it under the surface for you there. So it's not really on the nose, guys. It's not so much. Stop giving your money to people who hate you. The whole bit about, Lex Luthor, he had a bunch of monkeys from another dimension write mean social media posts against Superman. See what I did there? That's like all the people on YouTube. I mean, there's no difference between that and the bullcrap that the She-Hulk film our series on Disney Plus tried to pull, like having the YouTubers, go against her, but she's so much stronger and she shall overcome them. Why? Why are you bothering giving this movie your money, your attention? I don't care if and I'm hearing this too. Yeah, I'll probably have to rent that one. I'm not going to see that. Why are you going to watch it at all? Why? There's no reason to put this filth in your soul unless you don't care about the character of Superman, okay? And just be honest about that. Admit it. I'll at least respect you. I don't agree with you in any way or another, but I've met people who say, well, people who say they like the Zack Snyder Superman. They don't like all of the cheesy, apple pie American Superman. They like the darker, grittier take, okay? I don't want to be around that person, but I can at least respect their integrity. They're being honest about it, right? The Snyder Bros who try and say, Zack Snyder's Superman is exactly the Superman from the comics. These are people who are just liars, and they're deluded or lying to you, because that's just blatantly not true. It's just 2 and 2 makes 4, not 3, stop it. So, but, just admit it. Admit that you don't like Superman very much. And if you don't like Superman very much and you go to see this movie and you're like, wasn't great, but, I kind of like this, and that. All right, again, you don't understand the importance of this character in our culture, but whatever. At least you're being honest, But people aren't being honest. People are just, I think ultimately it is going to die out. I think the whole movie theater, movies released in the theaters, this whole industry model is eventually going to die up. I don't think movie theaters are going to die out altogether. I think they're going to end up being more of like a boutique kind of thing. Kind of like, we don't have mass marketed DVDs anymore. There are boutique places that make DVDs, and special little collector's editions. I think that's what it's going to end up being like going to the theaters. But people are probably sensing that, and they're just freaking out, and they're trying to hold on to it as much as possible. Let the theater system burn. I've said that for a long time. Not because I've hated going to the theater. I used to love it, but I stopped going a long time ago because you've got these rude idiots around you. Like, it's not a fun movie watching experience at all. So I don't know. John Gonzalez, $2 says praise of this film feels unreal and not organic. But then again, audiences are vacant and more accepting of propaganda. It's true. It's fun to watch Snyder Bros and Gun Boys tear each other apart. Yeah, you got to resist this dichotomy. I've had people, because when I started making videos about all the stupid nonsense that James Gunn was saying about this movie, you get the Snyder Bros. They've always loved to bully, but the James Gunn Bros are pretty much doing it too. I get those comments, just go back and love your boy Zack Snyder or whatever. Just like the assumption that you're talking bad about this movie, therefore you must be a Zack Snyder fan. No, I think they're both crap, and I think people should just start getting the character right. How's that?